What's up, guys? We're back with Majid Corbett. He's coming back off being the Gamma Featherweight World Champ. So we're going to talk to him, learn more about that, and then what's next. So yeah, tell us a little bit more about the Gamma World Championship, how that was for you, and how does it feel to be a champion?
Dude, it was pretty cool. It was kind of expected. Like after it happened and everything like that, I wasn't all that riled up. I was like, damn, we actually just did this shit. We called it like 2 years ago. Talked about this for a while now. It was just like, wow, here we are. So I wasn't really too thrilled. I don't really get too thrilled over things like that. Or like I said, are expected. But it was pretty fun, and it has been fun so far, and it's a great accomplishment. So I can't knock that at all. But dude, it was pretty sick. I can say the whole entire experience was like worthwhile, and I know like this is like for me because of that.
How long was that whole thing? Was it like a week's like worth of fighting, or?
Nah, so kind of sorta. It could have been 3 days. Mine was 2 days. But 3 days. It's a 3-day tournament, and so the whole like how it breaks down is. I got there on like Tuesday. No. Yeah, I got there on Tuesday, and we had a weigh-in on Tuesday, and we didn't fight until Thursday. So we fought Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those are the 3 days you're supposed to fight. But you weigh in on Tuesday, and then you fight Friday. You weigh in on Saturday, fight, and then you weigh in on Sunday and fight, or however it goes. Those 3 days, last days. But yeah, bro, just like that. It's like you're out there for like 6 days, and you got to keep your weight down. You got to be disciplined the whole time. You're working out, you're keeping your weight good, and it's like normal for me because like we did that shit in wrestling, so I was kind of already used to it. I thought it was like kind of I had to use it to my advantage, like I've already been through it. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Not kind of, but that is how it goes. But I only fought the 2 days because my first day, my first opponent broke his hand, so we couldn't fight the first round. So the second round, they fought the second round the second day, so just kind of waited.
Gotcha. How's it like with the food? Yeah, I was gonna ask about the food. Like, you're trying to cut weight and stay low. You can't bring your own food to Thailand, of course. It's like, how do you kind of like navigate that whole situation?
Well, it's kind of like they're all the same if you think about it. Like noodles and rice is still like carbs. Like that's what matters. It's like what like your macros and your micros and stuff like that. So we just figured out what was what. There's a bunch of egg there, so there's a bunch of protein. I eat a bunch of egg anyway. So egg, rice. It was really kind of the same. Yeah, it was pretty much same diet. But yeah, that's really it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more salt and things, but that didn't really matter how we got the weight off or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's like for other countries though, or for other people who like ate a bunch of bread or something like that. It wasn't a lot of bread.
One thing I was curious about, Majid, is like it's a tournament. And back in the day, like we think about Pride, like you'd see people fighting 3-4 times literally in a night. And now to mitigate those fights getting canceled and called off, look at PFL does a tournament style, right? But it's like spread out over multiple different nights, multiple different venues. But as a result, they said no more elbows because they don't want people getting cut. They want certain things like excised from the rules. I was curious, what do they do there in that respect to try to mitigate for injury or like cuts or things that might prematurely take somebody out of the tournament?
All right, yeah. First, this is supposed to be a amateur tournament. So automatically there's like no elbows, no knees to the head and things like that. You can't or for this one, you can't kick in a grounded opponent. So if you're on your back, like I can't kick you or nothing like that. And you can't knee opponents like while you're on the ground as well. Like if both of you guys are like, if you're in side control or something like that, you can't knee them. Yeah, I would say that is one of the cases. Like that would be a reason why they have those types of rules. But I did learn this. I was watching the finals, and I didn't see this until I didn't notice it until like the finals. One guy did get cut, and as soon as he got cut, they kind of like stopped it to like make sure like they like put Vaseline on it or something like that, or like they covered it up real quick. But they weren't like playing with any of that blood stuff there. So like anytime you got cut or something, like if it wasn't too bad, they'll let you keep fighting. But if it was bad, they'll call it off. And so yeah, I would assume that's part of another reason why, like to keep the guys going, or really just to keep them safe. But
how does it affect game planning? It's like staying economical with the style.
I don't know for them. I don't know, but for me, it don't affect my game planning. I'm not trying to get hit at all. That's the first game plan. So. Yeah, don't get hit and cover up if you're about to get hit. So yeah, if it's like I don't think about getting cut or nothing like that. If it happens, it happens. But I don't. First is defense. I ain't even trying to let you hit me. So that's my game plan. They don't affect me.
Yeah. How did this whole experience, like going to a different country, going to fight in a different country, like having to adapt a little bit, how does this prepare you for your future career?
Dude, a lot. A lot of guys like that are professionals now, have never fought overseas or anything like that. And like when they get the call on the big stage, they're like, hey, you're fighting in Europe, or hey, you're fighting in Brazil or something like that. Hey, you're fighting in Mexico. Like a lot of guys are like, oh, they rile themselves up because they never like had that experience. And luckily that was my first time going overseas and doing my thing. But I think it plays a big part. It like lets you see the how another culture like treats fighting. How just how you see things about the world. Like you've never seen these types of people. You've never been in this environment. Like you like for example, you don't know what type of food you're about to eat, so you can like make the right weight cut or stuff like that. But I think it plays a great part because it just like sets up my future and just shows me like this is what my life is like. This is what it's about to be like for a long time, for a while, and they get more extravagant. But yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah,
just life.
Because you never know
seeing the future.
But the way like the sport's growing, like you never know where that next call is going to be. Like the fighting's so popular, especially in that area. So that now that you got that experience, like you're ready. Like you know what it's like.
Yeah, it's like no big deal. It's like, oh, we got to go here. You know, fight. Let's go. Yeah.
So like as far as like what's next, are you trying to stay at the regional tournaments like lights out, or are you trying to expand to maybe like the LFA, like a Fury FC, like those kind of promotions that feed into the UFC?
Dude.
Like what do you think is next?
Yeah, kind of, dude. LFA be having amateur fights and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all trying to hop on the LFA card, LFA amateur fight. That'd be fun as hell. But some guys have hit me up like from other promotions and stuff, like from other states like Missouri, and someone else hit me up from somewhere else. But I am also trying to fight in Jersey. I'm trying to fight in Jersey real bad.
Why Jersey?
I don't know. That's just kind of like where my peoples are at too. Like I got a lot of friends and family up there. And it's just, that's just kind of the place to be for a little minute, I can get Jersey rocking. But other places hit me up. I'm open to opportunities, but like me and my coach, we got a game plan where, we've already said yes to some things and stuff like that. And so, like I said, we're sticking to the game plan of what we want. And then, like I said, when opportunities come up, we take them, like the best ones, like we're looking for competition, like, that's really all to it. I am looking for other stuff for sure. I'm always open to other things, but just staying focused on training and getting better. That's the biggest thing.
Probably like, what was it? 2 weekends ago, we attended the Fight For at 18 in Charlotte at the Grady Cole Center. It was like a mix of amateur and then some professional fights at the very top of the card. And one thing we noticed, and you're always going to notice this, especially in those kind of crowds, they're out of control. They're wild, and everyone's just wilding out. It's a crazy atmosphere. How does it differ, like over there? Are they a little bit more respectful in the crowd? Is it a little more quiet and subdued, or is it more like just more of the same? Are people betting? Because I know like that's Thailand always. It induces betting. The first round is slow. They always do that. But I was wondering if they're that wild.
Dude, I went to a one championship fight, and I wouldn't say it's like wild in the sense of like people acting crazy, but like the people know fighting so much that like I don't know if you've seen like one of those one lump knee fights where like guys are throwing bows and things like that, throwing kicks and stuff, and everybody's like, oh hey, well, dude, when you're like in the middle of the crowd, because like they have the whole like the crowd is always dark, the fight lights are always on the fighters, and like it's just like being part like of like the fight, like everyone like knows what's going on. They're like into it crazy, but like not like I said, they're not wilding out. I don't have some fights where I had some homies fight at my fight, like it's mad. That's like some American type shit. But when we're at Gamma, that's like an organized type of event. Like if people are wilding out, you getting kicked out of there, brother.
True.
Were you at Lumpini?
Lumpini, yeah, one Lumpini, yeah. And that's like the only one I went to. But like I would assume that's really what it's like everywhere,
Jeez, man.
Yeah, and I was like kind of like the second best of the best,
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I imagine the feeling of just walking in there. That's a big arena, man. That's big time. That's the biggest in Thailand, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
That's where the one fight there, right? Lumpini,
yeah.
A lot of times.
It's on my Instagram. I take a picture in front of the thing, but Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought, there's bigger stuff, but that shit was sick. I can't even lie to you. That shit was sick. That was a crazy experience. I was in that bitch like it was like 11:30 at night. I had a fight the next morning. I was tired as hell. I was doing my suit thing, and bro, I was just like when I got in there and they had all the lights off and people had like these like little like glow things. Like that's all you see on the outside, and they're throwing kicks and everybody's like, oh hey, oh hey, they're all yelling and stuff at the same time of the kicks. It's like I'm in that bitch like wow.
What kind of piggybacking off of that? What was one of the craziest things you saw in Thailand? That's you can say on YouTube.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I was watching your stories and man, I was entertained, dude. I was like, all right, I'm watching like his fights. I'm watching like behind the scenes. Like that was actually pretty cool. So I'm just wondering like what you saw that was like one of your favorite stories.
Oh man, yeah, dude. One of my favorite stories. Nah, the craziest stuff that I seen because I only went out like twice. I went out like the night after we won the championships, and then I went out like New Year's Eve night or whatever. And that was kind of like the craziest night because like that was just like a bigger event, as a worldly event kind of. And so they all had like the same like the same theme, like the same type of thing. I went out in Bangkok like the week after, or like the night after, was like the same type of thing I went to in Phuket, and but the one in Phuket was a lot bigger. I forget what it was called, Pang Thao, I think it was called. Like it's like famously known by everyone there. But, it was just a bigger version of what I seen in Bangkok, and dude, just people, dude. The nightlife doesn't stop. It's like that 24/7 over there. Like the sun comes up, there's people still out there doing the same thing. Like people are just arriving. And when the sun goes down, it just gets a little crazier at night. And dude, I don't know. That's just like some of the craziest stuff I've seen was just like how people like live their lives out there. And like when I was staying at when I was training at Bang Tao, right off Bang Tao Beach, like Bang Tao was one of the nicest facilities in the world for sure. And but like you go around the corner a couple ways, starts to smell a little funny. It's like starts to look a little dirty. But it's not not the richest country in the world, but like those people make do with what they got, and they're cool people, they're really nice people and everything like that. But it's just different. It's different.
I was going to ask you about if you got to see Bang Tao, because that big academy there, that Muay Thai MMA, it's huge, man. It's growing like crazy. So you actually got a chance to go there and visit it?
Yeah, bro. So I trained there for 3 weeks, bro. Yeah. That's where I was for a while. Yeah. So I had left. Yeah. Once I bought a one-way flight to Thailand because we were like, yeah, dude, since we're out there, we might as well train. And I was like, all right, sweet. And we didn't really know when I was going to come back. So I was just like, all right, I'm going to just buy a one-way flight. So I bought a one-way flight. And of course, we kind of knew when we was coming back or whatever. But, or like the time frame that I needed to be back. But yeah, dude, after we fought, I spent like a day or two in Bangkok, figured out how I was going to get down there. I took a flight down to Phuket, booked where I was staying. And I took a flight down to Phuket because my coaches and everybody left. Everybody from Team USA left. So it was just me. So I just chilled out there by myself. Went down to Phuket and trained there for 3 weeks, bro. By myself. It was fucking dope. It was sick. I met some of the greatest guys ever.
That's a cool experience, man.
Yeah, it was great. It was like the best experience. You know what I'm saying?
And you're seeing like a lot of fighters coming into the game now with that background. Like you look at Fazeev or Peter Yan, they're working at Tiger Muay Thai, all this stuff.
Hey,
what do you feel like you kind of? Oh, really? Well, that's incredible.
I think he's still there actually.
He's so damn fast. But like when you go there and train, what did you kind of pick up for your game? Anything different? Anything more diverse, striking wise?
Oh yeah, bro, for sure. So big thing was my stance. I needed to fix my stance, and that like of course your stance is like the lead to like everything. Like that's your base, that's your ground. Like if you're not in a good stance, you can't throw the right punch. You know what I'm saying? If you're not balanced or anything like that. So I fixed my stance, and I'm able to do a lot more things that I want to, that my mind is like ready to do, but my body, hasn't quite got it equipped yet. But I fixed my stance and I'm working, and it's fucking getting a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. My kicks for sure, and my strategy on the game. Like I read the game a lot better now. Like just being out there and sparring with those guys a couple of times, listening to the coaches and their strategies, and like how to move and do this or that. It's like, I kind of see the game a lot better. And I learned a lot from those guys too. Like I met the two coaches that coach or that help coach with Volkanovski and coach with Israel Adesanya and their team.
Hickman brothers.
Yeah, the Hickman brothers.
Yeah.
Bro, they're from North Carolina.
What?
Yeah,
That's
bro.
wild.
North Carolina, yeah. And then Frank wrestled for Bloomsburg in PA. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, he had them boys out there. And then their coach is pretty cool too. His name's Alex. He's from Maryland. And he's a jiu-jitsu fucking wizard.
It's Schnell.
Yeah.
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 You know what?
I want to visit that place, man, for real.
Yeah,
You should just stay there.
man. You should. It's sick, bro. Dude, it's awesome too because as soon as you walk out of the training center, there's a massage place right there. Like bro, you can get massage, you can get a smoothie like right off the street, like coconut water. Like I was drinking coconut water more than water. Like I don't even like water. I mean, I love water, but coconut water is the way to go if I had an option.
Yeah.
So like every day after training or something like that, you can just like if you're tired, whatever, go get a massage and go home, shower or whatever. Go get something to eat, come back,
Cheap
read,
too.
whatever. Cheap, yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb cheap.
So what's going on right now? You have a fight planned? Like, is it announced yet, or?
Yeah, man. Yeah, kind of sort of, dude. I just kind of suck. I haven't put it out yet. It's April 6th for Showcase. But I haven't put it out because I'm working on a lot of other things right now. Interviews, getting clips and things like that. Trying to promote myself for private lessons and things like that. And then I'm going to put out the fight. Which, I'm not too worried. Dude, it's a gang of us fighting. It's like 5 of us, 5 of my teammates from No Worries Academy. We're all fighting, and it's about to be a fucking banger,
Where's it going to be at?
Dude, it's going to be in Greenville at the Showcase for Showcase MMA at the Double Stamp Brewery. And we fight outside. It's going to be outside. So the weather's
That's cool.
nice. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Yeah. And so it's kind of, I would say it's going to be a lot of space, but I don't think for this fight because there's the main card is going to be sick, and I'm excited to watch that one. It's these boys done had beef with each other before, and they had a crazy fight before, like in the amateurs, and they're going at it again, and I can't wait to watch this shit because they're just about to go talk it out. But go ahead.
I was gonna ask you about No Worries Academy. It seems like Carl Reed, like your coach, like how influential has he been on your career? Like he's always by your side. He seems like he's been helping you out a lot. Like how much can you give your success towards him, and how much has he helped you out?
Honestly, probably damn near all of it, dude. I give all my shit away. You know what I'm saying? I give my credit to everybody else. Like I'm just a body doing this, But nah, bro, freaking dude, everything, bro. That dude, yeah, we like this trip helped me out a lot. Showed me a lot. Like he taught me a lot from just like the way like he hustled and I watched him grind. Like all the behind the scene things that he did like for me, you know what I'm saying, and like for the academy was just like unbelievable. And I've only gotten that out of a few people in my life, and it's something like near and dear to me. But dude, he's the man, bro. He knows what he's talking about. I trust him, and guys around me trust him. After being over there in Bangkok, being over there in Thailand, like after seeing all those things, like I trust him even more now, and I'm just saying like when I wasn't even around him, and I'm talking about MMA and things like that. It's like, wow, we really are on the right track, like with this game. And like, after seeing like how the best guys in the world do it and seeing how we do it over here, it's like, I'm feeling pretty damn confident. And I would like to say, I know what training is supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? I know like how to get there. And I'm in that process right now. So I'm really confident in him. I trust him. That's like my big brother, my mentor, my coach. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, a nigga sons me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga, he's got me. But yeah, dog. I give it all to him. I give them all to him, my parents, my pops, my people. Yeah.
That's special, dude. I mean, having someone like that by your side on the come up, dude, that's important, man.
Yeah, because bro, he wants to be the best. There's nobody else. Like I can't find anyone else that wants to get to the top just like him, like me.
Yeah,
like we're on the same
exactly.
We've been seeing you online doing a lot of interviews, doing a lot of stuff like news appearances and everything, man. It seems like your confidence is booming right now. And how big of a part of the game is that? Like the media exposure and pushing all that kind of stuff. It seems like it would be a distraction, but it almost seems necessary nowadays to boost your profile and move up.
Yeah, 100% it is necessary. And that's what Carl, Coach Reed, he's put me on game about, dude. He freaking, he's like, you need to see what this feels like. You need to understand, like, this is how it's going to be. And dude, he even like still to this day, I still get annoyed with so much shit. I'm just like, bro, why are we doing this? Why do I gotta do that? He's like, dude, it's just part of the game. He's like, part of the game. Like, you're going to get over it. Da 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 da. And like, he just always brings me back to ground zero. So I'm like, all right. But nah, man. He put it like if you see the best guys in the world have to do all these things, you know. So it's like you need to practice early on. So like you're not up there for the first couple of times and like, you know, you look like an amateur, you know. And it's like you got a character and you know, a legacy to build. So it's like, get your practice in, bro.
Yeah. Can you still hear me okay?
Me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
One of my earpods went out, so I don't know if you can still hear me. Now, people from Sumter, though, I feel like they're starting to really get the eyes on you. I think when you first started, people would like see it. And then now they're like, okay, like he's legit. Like he's actually going out there. He's going to different countries. He's winning championships. Like I feel like you're starting to get a lot more support from our hometown. As you're starting to make the rise, and people are like, okay, like he's legit. Like you're one of those guys who's influencing, you know, probably the wrestlers at Sumter High now. You know what I'm saying? So how does that feel to kind of like get the hometown support, like starting to grow more and more as you come up?
Dude, I'd say pretty good, man. You know, I feel like I got a whole city behind me. You know, it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, I've had great relations with like everybody in Sumter. And like I said, no, it just feels good. Like, I think I'm going back today. Actually, I got to go back tonight and see my parents and everything like that. But nah, that's always the hometown, and you know, I love it there. So I don't know, it just feels good. It's just like cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that people see it. You know, it's like, you know, I can show like these guys like from Sumter, like you can actually do this, like in any field that you go into. You know, you can really be the best at whatever you want. You just gotta fucking apply yourself and get out, go and do it. But
all right.
Yeah, bro, you can be right where I'm from and do the same thing.
Yeah. That's it from
Jay, we have one silly question as a takeaway. We've been picking everybody's brains about this, other fighters, everybody. This is unrelated to your career, but we have UFC 300 coming up, right? And I love hearing fighters' perspective on this. What would you like to see as the main event?
The main event, as in the one that they got question marks on?
Yeah.
Who's our? Tell me the card. Give me the card already. Give me the card.
We got Holloway,
I already know the
Gaethje.
answer. Who?
We got the BMF belt, Holloway, Gaethje. We got Zhang fighting for the title, defending her strawweight title, which is China versus China, UFC China. And then we've got, oh my goodness, I can't
remember.
Yuri Prochazka versus.
All right, so Tapora and what's his name aren't on there, right? They're not on that card.
No, they fight soon. One before. I know. I'm so excited.
298.
Dude, that's an easy answer, bro. We want to see Conor and Chandler.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? I say fuck it. Why not? Let him throw it out. I don't want to see Nate Diaz and who's Nate Diaz?
Poirier. I don't want to see Poirier Nate Diaz. And there was a rumor about that.
I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. Shout out to Nate Diaz. He's the GOAT, bro. But I'm not really a big fan of Poirier, if I'm being quite honest.
Yeah.
Well,
interesting.
I'll say, how about this? How about UFC 400? Majid Corbett defending his belt.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one. But
that's why they haven't announced it, Majid. It's you, dude. You sign the contract. That's it.
Hey, if that happens, man, I get some percentage, right? I'll get.
I give you boys something, man.
We're going back to this clip.
I give you boys all a little cut, man.
All right.
Y'all put me on the map, right?
I'm trying to, man. But speaking of that, what's we already kind of asked you, but before we head out, what's like your future goal? Like we asked you last time, but like let's see if there's an update. Like what's your future goal right now?
My future goal? I mean, there's only one goal, and that's to be the greatest fighter in history. Be a great father to my children, be a great husband. Those are like the only things that I care about, and everything else will fall in line. But that's really it. It's just to be the greatest fighter in the history. I want to be in those conversations with John Jones, GSP. Some people want to throw Conor in there. Some people want to throw whoever in there. But I want to be in that conversation of, one of the greatest warriors to ever live. And so it's just that simple and plain, And it's pretty. I think it's achievable, So.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm shooting
man.
for.
That's awesome.
If you believe it,
Like to hear it.
it's achievable. That's it.
Yeah, and if you work
We're gonna be paying attention, man. We love following you, and if people watching this, make sure to check out his Instagram. I'll have it linked down below. Like you said, you've been posting a lot. Following your career has been super interesting. You're always keeping people entertained. I mean, when you went to Thailand, you had such cool stories. So if you guys want to check him out, make sure to follow him. And if you're in the South Carolina area, man, like you said, you got those private lessons. Check him out. No Worries Academy, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Check them out. Private lessons, and check out their academy. They got some good stuff going on over there. And that does it, man. Appreciate it, Majid.
Yep. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.